channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it will mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. And I also hope watching one of my videos can make your day a little brighter in this crazy world we're living in today, because it's been a lot. Today's video is going to be a why choose romance recommendation video. I've been reading a lot of why choose romances recently, and I thought it would be a good idea to make a recommendation video. The Cursed Legacy series by Morgan B. Lee. I started reading this series because of my friend Jess at Liezl Books. The first book is called Blood Oath. The second book is called Shadow Heart. And we're following the heroine Maiden, who is a caster who has to attend a paranormal university. And she attends this school for her own reasons. Besides that, she has her own motivations for attending this university. There is this ceremony where the gods choose your quartet. During the ceremony, Maven gets chosen to be the keeper of the quartet. It's like the center of the quartet, and the other people in the group are like top people of the school, the sons of very famous people. We have a dragon shifter, a blood fae, a succubus, a male succubus, and I always forget the fourth one. And she goes to somewhere private and tells the people in her quartet, I reject the bond, I reject this quartet. But the men in her quartet is not going to let her go so easily. Book 2 I liked even better, Shadow Heart, because in Shadow Heart we get more into not only Maven's past and why she's really there, but we also get into the past of the heroes and where they come from, and we learn what type of magic Maven carries and why she rejected the bond in the first place, and her relationship with the guys grow closer and deeper. The Bianchi family. This is a why choose polyamorous Mafia romance. Aurora, who is the daughter of the Bianchi family, who is married to Max DeLuca. And the Bianchi family and the DeLuca family are rivals, and her father wanted peace, so pretty much tells her to marry Max. And because she loves her father, she agrees to marry him. But Max is a terrible human being. First book is called Broken Princess. In the first chapter, you see Max torturing Aurora and killing her father in front of her eyes. And Max called a cleanup crew, which is these 4 guys named Enzo, Sinclair, Bennett, and Nico. And they are made men from the Bianchi family Mafia, and when Max tells them to dispose of the bodies, he doesn't tell them who they are. But when the body of the woman, there's a heartbeat, and when they look in the woman's eyes, they realize it's Aurora. They take her to their house, their stronghold. They get the Mafia doctor on call to treat Aurora because she's badly hurt and disfigured. When she wakes up from all the surgery, Aurora is pleased to find out that she's with Enzo and his crew. Aurora tells them that her father was murdered by her husband. And the first book is about Aurora trying to find out who betrayed her father and had him killed, and trying to cope with what happened to her in the past, and going back to the strong woman that she is. And she is determined to take down her ex-husband, all the meanwhile having relationships with the four men. And Nico and Bennett are in a relationship. Ruthless Queen. And I just loved the first 2 books in the series. Please check your trigger warnings because this is a dark mafia romance. The torture scenes are seen on page. The King's Maiden is a contemporary white cheese romance, King Arthur reimagining, and we're following Gwen, who is a college student who is in serious debt. Her mother and her father passed away. Her father passed away a year ago, and her friend convinces her to join the secret society's game called, I forgot what the game is called, but it's basically these women competing to be the King's Maiden, and if you win, you can get anything you want at the end of this game. And so, having no choice, Quinn signs up for this game because she received a letter of invitation. But when she gets there and participates to become a maiden, she has no idea what she's signing up for. Mega founded. Now, I read this book because of Bestie's book review, and we're following Esta. Is in Omega, and she goes to this mail-ordered bride scenario to escape this terrible human that her father forces her to be with. Holt, he wants a mail-order bride to take care of his younger brother, who is 10 years old. When Esther gets to their small town, when she gets off the train, he realizes that this human male is giving her trouble. So the hero throws her over his shoulder. Esther lies and says she's a beta, and she wants to tell him the truth, but then they get married right away as soon as he gets her off the train. And she has every intention of telling him that she is an Omega. But then she hears the story about how the hero hates Omega, so she keeps her mouth shut. But eventually her luck is gonna run out because her sister gives her scent blockers or that masks your true scent. But she's in the middle of nowhere. Eventually her luck is gonna run out. When the hero does find out that she's an Omega, he has some grappling to do about his past because he's been hurt by Omegas before. But his other brothers, who also happen to fall for Esther, convinces him that he has to give her a chance. She formed a pact with the Heartlock brothers, but forming a pact in this world is illegal. Female, this is a dystopian white shoes romance, and in this dystopian world, there are less and less females being born. When a female is born, they are basically given up for auction to be sold to monsters and creatures, because in this world there are monsters and creatures, and the humans have an alliance with the monster. Heroine's parents find out that they're having a girl. They basically keep her hidden, but their luck runs out because there is a raid going on in town, and they find her hiding spot. And basically her parents, because they hid her from the government, they end up dead, and she winds up being sold to demons. Everyone has to survive in a world where she's sold to demons, and she has to come to terms with her new reality. The Blacken Blade series by Liezl, and we're following McKay, and she's basically in a magical prison. She's 29, and before she dies, she makes a wish. If she ever gets to redo her life again, she won't be a pushover, and she will extract revenge on the people that wronged her. She dies, but then she wakes up when she's 17 and in the past, to the time where she attends this magical academy. And she realized that she went back in time. Even though she went back in time, she has the memories of what happened to her in the past, the memories of how she died, and the memories of who put her in this magical prison in the first place. So she's going to extract her vengeance, but along the way she forms a romance with 4 guys. And I really like this series. This series needs to be more popular. The 3rd book just came out in the series. Blacken Blade is the first book. The 2nd book, I don't know the title, but I'll leave the 2nd book over here. And the 3rd book just came out. and I can't wait to read it. This series needs to be more popular. I think my friend Jess, April, my other friend Jess from Peace Love Books, I think they will love this series. Those are all the recommendations I have for you today. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Liking this video would help me out a lot. And I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.